only. Glad you guys can make it out. I'm making some claims that are pretty outlandish, but I can back them up. Boom. End of story. There is no other crypto out there, so don't get it twisted. If you don't understand where you're parking your money, you're going to pay the consequences for that, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Boom. We're obliterating everybody. Literally. There is nobody else that comes close to what Hex has done. Boom. Oh, it's about to get funky. Funkier than you could have ever imagined. You know, Richard Hart is a boss. Hex is literally the best thing on the planet. It's simple mathematics. All right. Welcome everybody. This is a special broadcast. This isn't really just Hex related. I will be talking about Hex, but I am home, so excuse the background noise, because it's just how it is where I'm from. So you just gotta deal with it. So this is gonna be a special broadcast. It's not just gonna be crypto focused. It's gonna be freedom focused, because shit is coming to a mend. As you guys have seen, shit that I've been talking about for fucking years is finally, well, all right, all year, in your reference point, is finally coming to fruition. Today we had major comms outages worldwide, globally. Now, if you're not here to hear fucking reality, just get the fuck out, because I'm not here to fucking pump your bags and all, and that's it. I always fucking do that every day. So if you don't understand what crypto's about, get the fuck out. I don't want you here. Straight up. I'm gonna keep it 100,000 as always. If you don't like my tweets, unfucking follow. Do whatever the fuck you like. Just get the fuck out of here. Because this is not gonna be a stream for your sensibilities. This is gonna be some harsh shit. Okay? So prepare yourselves and take fucking notes if need be. Because it's fucking crunch time. Step one. If you don't have walkie-talkies, ham radios, whatever, get them shits a fucking sap. Period. If you got family overseas, offshore, far away from you, satellite phones, a fucking sap. Do not fuck around, because they are not fucking around. Now, this is assuming you want to actually keep in touch with your family and whoever, okay? This is real shit. This is not time to play games, because they are no longer fucking playing games. For their system to be down and for their system to be showing the shit that they're showing, you need to understand that that's an issue, right? That's something that's important to pay attention to. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry for that. But yeah, as I was saying, things are getting pretty serious. You guys got to understand the implications of what's going on. It's not a game. This is how you communicate. This is how you stay in touch with other folks. This is how you get things done, right? For the main communication portal for the majority of the morons in the world to go down for 12 hours, 10 hours, whatever it was, it's pretty freaking serious. Okay. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, they've been slowly doing this since at least 2015. Testing outages, electric power outages all over the states, just pretty much wherever they at, wherever they're trying to play games. Okay. So these are things that are important to understand. For example, in New York City, ever since 2014, they've been shutting down lines, cutting power here and there, just testing the system. This is what they do. They're not doing any maintenance. You'd be a moron to think any maintenance is ever done, because everything is always going down in infrastructural consistency and viability, right? Everything you see, no matter where you're at, in the US, for example, is falling apart. It's crumbling. Period. Okay? So that's what's actually going on. All the tax dollars you've been giving away, you've been giving it away. It's not going to your fucking roads. It's not going to your infrastructure. It's not going anywhere but in their pockets. So it's about time people wake the fuck up because it is now crunch time. Do you really think that internet outages just magically happen? Internet's been around for 40 fucking years, 50 fucking years. It doesn't just go down, it is shut down. Understand what is going on. This is very, very serious because this is how everything in the world operates today. Every fucking thing. In fact, if you've been paying attention, you probably noticed that the morons at Facebook couldn't even get into their fucking offices because everything is tied to the internet. Those morons. So now the world's going to learn a good lesson about being tied to the web. So all these 5G plans that these fuckers have are about to get smashed to the grounds because guess what? People are going to wake up and they're going to see, oh, this shit doesn't work. Because it never fucking did. It never did. That's why all your data has been compromised. Whether you're an American or not, all of your data has been compromised. You're on Facebook, shit's been compromised. You're on Instagram, shit's been compromised. You're on Twitter and you're using your real information, shit's been compromised. Naming your social media platform, your shit's been compromised. LinkedIn, shit's been compromised. Need I go further? So while you might not want to hear it, these are things you need to be aware of because guess what? They're coming to you whether you like it or not. Fact. And that's it. So I've already laid out what it is you need to do in terms of communication, ham radios, walkie-talkies for local use, and satellite phones for far off use. Now, of course, you need people to get something equivalent on the other end. If you can't cop to yourself, but definitely find a way to, all right, I'll talk about this in a minute. Find a way to stay in communication. Now, to talk about what's going to happen to Hex, nothing's going to happen to Hex. Because what you guys have to understand is that the code is based on time. So the internet can shut down for 50 years. It's not going to matter because Hex is still going to do what it's going to do. Now, if you got stakes and you can't get them out within that time, you're fucked. Nothing we can do about that. Unless you can find a way to connect to a front end or find a way to spark that, right? Unlock your coins. But again, how are you going to extract that value anyway? You're not going to be able to use a damn thing. Even ATMs were down. Banks were down. You couldn't get money. You couldn't get shit. So if you don't got cash or guns and butter, as I like to say, which is the real value proposition in the world, right? Guns and butter. You're pretty much fucked. And guns and butter is food and protection, right? This is what we're talking about. And thank you for the super chat, brother. Let's see what you're talking about here. I don't need my tinfoil hat anymore. They aren't even trying to hide it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I never understood what you need the tinfoil hat for because they do everything in your face. Everything is in your face. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like you just got to be prepared. Go back to 1990 before you use the internet. That's as good as it's gonna get. So if you don't have a home phone, assuming they don't cut that, you're screwed. If you don't have a walkie-talkie, you're screwed. If you don't have satellite phones, you're screwed. If you don't have even a 2G phone, you might be screwed. There's no way to tell what they're gonna do. Right? There's no way to do it. So this is a misconception. While you might not be able to extract the value, the important thing to understand is that Hex is still working in the background no matter what. Period. Hex is always going to work. It's just a matter of whether you can connect to the system or not. And if the internet is down and you don't have a way to plug in, well, yeah, you're fucked. So again, at that point, it's not going to matter because you're going to have bigger issues anyway. Seriously. You're going to have bigger issues anyway. So you need to forget about finances at this point in time because if you're not already ready and prepared, well, you need to get ready and prepared. Stock up on food, dry goods, non-perishable items, okay? Because these are the things that are going to make the difference for what's coming. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what's coming, but if you're not paying attention, there's nothing I can fucking do to help you. I've been talking about this all year. This stream isn't meant to be an hour long. If anything, it might be 30 minutes because at the end of the day, it's short and sweet. Get ready and be prepared because the internet has never been down worldwide ever. If you think this was just a coincidence, good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Start learning, start educating yourself on surviving off of the system because there's no other way. And people are they're about to relearn this lesson the hard way. So, yeah, this is basically what I'm doing. Dry rice and beans, but I'm Hispanic, so for me it's fucking whatever, right? It's shit I eat every day anyway. So good luck to you if not. But vegetables, right? Things like that are gonna be hard to come by. If you're not paying attention to what they're doing with the supply chains, you're gonna get fucked. I've been talking about this for at least a month nonstop. All right, you're just out of here, bro. I don't have the time for this shit. Um, so understand what's going on. Take it seriously. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's your problem, not mine, because I'm already fucking good. So this broadcast is specifically for you guys, not for me, because I'm fucking good. Yeah, no, you haven't been paying attention. It's not just gonna be Facebook and IG. That's just the start. You have to understand what's going on and how they work. Okay. This is yeah. If you go to any coast, any part of the coast in America, you're gonna see this. This is where I live. I can't speak to your country. Do your own research. But in the US, damn near everything is imported. So if you're not buying from a farmer's market and you're not close to a farm, you're fucked. If you live in the hood, you're fucked. Simple. Okay. So you need to understand what's going on. And that right there is a fact. If you're still oblivious to this, there's no helping your ass anyway. So just get the fuck out of here. Again, this is not a pump your bag stream. This is a real serious stream. I'm relaying real information. If you don't want to hear it, bye bye. No, it's not just a blip. This shit is serious. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. Um, Prepare yourselves because while it might not last forever, it is going to seem like it's forever because people haven't been unplugged from the net since 1990 something. So if you're not used to being unplugged, good luck to you because you're going to need recalibration mentally. And it's not easy, right? Uh, if you've ever been just not on the internet, then you're good, right? People like me and those that don't live on the web. Now, while I always use the web, right, I'm okay without it. I'm not going to die. And if you're not in that camp, then good luck to you. So, as long as you understand what's going on and you're looking around and you're preparing yourself to sustain the next few months, which are going to be very crappy, you're going to be okay. But if you're not preparing by getting non perishable goods, you're fucked. Get all the cleaning items you need ahead of time. Find alternate ways to clean things because we don't know how long this is going to last. And it is now here, right? While some of us have been talking about this for decades, it is now here. It is now here. Okay. If you think Facebook and Instagram going down isn't something serious, when that's where the majority of the world connects to the web and interacts with the web, you're going to have a problem. Okay. You're going to have a serious problem. So please do yourself the favor, find out what you need. Do not wait for people to tell you. Find out what you need. Do not wait for people to tell you. I've been talking about this for months. For months. Okay? Get your communications. Get your goods. Get your non perishable goods. Get your items that will help you survive. Knives, guns, whatever it is you need because you don't know where this is going. And I'm not here trying to ring an alarm, but understand what's about to go down. For the internet to go down, that means everything goes down. If you don't understand how the world is working right now, good luck, because everything is tied to the internet. Your bank account, your life. Pretty straightforward. Um, so yeah, okay. So stupid questions like this, irrelevant. You're not paying attention. So don't ask stupid questions like that. And if you don't get it, just get out of here. And good luck to you. Because this is not a stream where I'm about to explain to you what's going on. There's no helping you. This is it's too late if you don't get what's going on. You're just gonna get fucked and you're just gonna learn the hard way. And yes, they are fucked. So good luck to them. So I mean the internet's been up all day, but guess what? That's not how people use the internet. This is what you have to understand. That's not how people use the internet. The people don't use the internet by just using the internet. They go on these social media platforms. So that's just step one. I've been talking about this for months since I started streaming. So please do yourself a favor, prepare yourself. Basics, guns, and butter. Even Telegram is being fucked with. So if you don't understand what's going on, find out. I'm just a messenger. Nobody out here is doing anything for you. Not the feds, not your local government, nobody. So if you don't understand what's going on, you're going to be fucked. And for those of you that are asking this question, rewind the stream. I'm not going over that again. Rewind the stream. Because what's going on is not a joke. No. No. It's not white hats. Nope. Because otherwise it wouldn't be back up at all. And it's back up. So you have to understand what's going on. Do your research, but prepare yourself. Because again, why don't you? Because again, this is not going to stop today. This is only going to continue. And these are things you need to understand. Yeah. Good luck. Because it's coming. Okay. Yeah. That's more what it's like. But again, you have to understand what the implication is. And yes, they did announce this. I mean, again, I've been talking about this for months. And they let you know ahead of time. They don't hide anything. In fact, let's look at some charts. Let's look at some charts. Because people are not aware. No tanto, tío. Poquito no. All right, let's see here. Let us look at some charts because I've been telling you guys that it's about to get nasty. So let's see here. Oh, wow. It's already been getting nasty. How about that? Wasn't even paying attention because I don't honestly care. As far as the stock market goes, it's irrelevant because I don't need to watch that trash. We already know where it's going. So let's give it a big point of view. Alrighty, guys. Well, there's your picture. If you're not aware, this is a very bearish formation. This party is just getting started. So we already have a break of my trend line here on the smaller time frame. And what we're doing right now is we're about to attack that 3,900 area. So as you guys can see, that was previous resistance, right, to a certain extent, which is now hopefully going to become support. But the reality is that as you zoom in, right now you're looking at the 3-day, we're already testing support to a certain extent, and 3-day support here. Okay. So the question is, why now? Well, now because they already told you this is when it's happening. It has nothing to do with me or the charts. They already told you this was happening. I've been talking about this again for months. So if you just haven't been listening or paying attention, there's nothing I can do for you. You're going to have to go back and rewind because I'm not going to hash out everything again. So this is just a mere symptom. Okay. Just like you had the Rona dip. Okay. This is what's going on, guys. This is just a function of them hoping to break the system, break you, and force us into that China like system. And it's not going to happen here, obviously, because that would be moronic. Americans just don't function like that. Now, if it was just a bunch of, fucktards, like all the libs and shit, then maybe, right? But that's not what's going on here. So it's something we have to understand. All right, now let me stop sharing for a second because I need to make an adjustment here. Give me a second, guys. But again, this is important information. It's not, um, I could care less whether you take it seriously or not. But just like I've been saying from day one, it's coming. So the question is, are you going to be prepared or not? Because they're already prepared. It's their system. They don't give a damn about you. Look at what they're doing to your kids. In New York City, they've already started firing people from schools if they don't have the jungle juice, or hell, the cancer juice. That's really what it is, the cancer juice. If you don't have the cancer juice, you're not going to get fired. That's what's happening in the school system in New York, or really just any type of job where they can tell you to fuck off because it's government and you're going to believe it and not look at your rights, right? That's how most people operate. They don't know what the hell's going on. Uh-oh. I think they're going to cut me off or something. Hold on, guys. All right. Hold on, guys. Oof. All right. What do I think will happen? Bro, you got to do your own research, man. I mean, again, I've been already talking about this for months. If you just getting here, man, I can't help you. It's too late for you. If you're just waking up, you gotta just do your research, man. But long story short, be ready to survive, not off the system, because the system is not here for you. All that convenience you've been used to your whole life, about to get pulled right from under your ass. Because that's how the system works. Okay? System is not here to benefit you. You've been lied to your whole life. And that's just something you need to understand. And that's it. Period. So while you thought all these conveniences were to make your life better, no, they were to make you dependent. This is why complacency kills. So you see what's going on, S&P, okay? Let's see what we got here. Huh. Crude going to all-time highs. Now, if you don't understand what this means, I just of things when you go to buy things. They're always going to get more expensive moving forward because you own fiat. You pay for things in fiat. Everything is done in fiat in this country. Well, worldwide, excuse me, outside of certain areas. And there's the dollar. Now, while the dollar's on a downtrend right now, what you have to understand is the bigger picture. Okay. Now, the bigger picture is we've broken out, or we've reversed trend, which is more appropriate terminology here in this case. The market structure is bullish. Okay. And this is just what's going on. They need to raise more fiat because they're trying to pump their own bags, right? This is what the fight about the spending limit is all about, and how they want those 3.5 trillion, and how they want to invoke their quote unquote Green New Deal, which we all know is just a great reset. And if you haven't been paying attention and you don't know what that is, go do your research because I'm not here to fucking babysit you. That shit is come and gone. Sorry, come and gone. So prepare. That's all I can tell you. Prepare, and I'm showing you the evidence that's going to help you understand that this shit is not a game. Gold. Now, we should talk gold for a very good reason in this community. And it's because it doesn't do anything as it's intended to do because it's manipulated. Now, if you don't know that, I've already shown it. multiple times. The Fed literally has the power to suppress the price of gold embedded in their bylaws. And the fact of the matter is while the Fed, while it's legal or not, doesn't matter because the fools in Congress let them operate. And that's what matters. Because while you think they're there to represent you, they're fucking not. So when people are sitting there trying to call them, I just laugh because you're not paying attention to what the fuck is going on. And if you don't realize, I can't see any of your questions, any of your chats, or nothing. I have one screen and this is what I'm doing. I'm just showing you what's going on. So if you look at what happened in 2020, they printed the fuck out the dollar. They couldn't hide it then. But once they stopped printing, they started trying, right? Once that repo started getting serious, that's what allowed them to suppress this price, right? Because again, it's about the plumbing in the system and how it works. And now I can't sit here and teach you how the plumbing works. I've already done it. Go back to previous streams. This is not the time. So again, let's keep looking. Now we're looking at copper. Now, if you don't know copper, copper is near every industrial piece of everything you can think of. Everything. Homes, cars, electronics, whatever. Same thing for gold. But the difference between gold and copper is that copper is not money. It's not looked at as money. It's not looked at as anything of value. But when the price of that thing goes up, the price of the things you buy go up. So enjoy. What do we have here? Lumber. We talked about lumber a couple weeks back, or maybe last week when we were on Quant Gang, and it looks like it might roll over again. We'll see. Still in a bearish trend, but I presume, given the big picture, let's give us a few more days per bar. Yeah, still pretty bearish. So this is just good to keep an eye on, just in terms of sentiment, because ultimately I'm expecting this to be a floor for the price. Look at the big picture, because that's what matters. Okay, microscopic movements do not matter. So if you're looking at a 4-hour chart thinking you're gonna get some value, good luck, because it's not gonna happen. So that's that. All right, nat gas. Yeah, this thing been pumping all year. Okay, uh, nat gas is using a lot of things. Um, cooking. I mean, power generation. I mean, all kinds of things are using nat gas. Okay, if you're not aware, just do a little quick search. Again, I'm not here to school you on everything. Just be aware. This is increasing the cost of living. Period. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? Again, natural gas. Let's skip that. E-mini. This is the tech stocks, basically. This is the NASDAQ 100, which is basically tech stocks. And this is an 8-day point of view. Now, look, tech stocks are every loser's favorite trade on the equity side of finance. What these losers don't know is that they're always the last ones to figure out what the hell is going on. Okay. So if you've never been part of legacy markets, well, let me inform you. People that trade stocks are the dumbest ones in markets, period. You can ask around, do a Google search. You don't got to take my word for it. People that trade bonds and rates, they're the smart ones. And I'm a part of that group because what happens is that people that trade stocks, they're like promise coin lovers. They don't have a fucking clue. Okay, they think there's value there when the value is zero. And that's just a fact. And I've already shown that. So if you haven't seen that, again, please rewind, go to other previous streams. Here's your negative divergence. Okay. If you don't know what a negative divergence is, just understand that this is basically the velocity of price slowing down, which is going to lead to a price reversal, like always. Okay. You see it here, you see it here, price reversal. You see it here in a pretty significant way, just like you're seeing it right now. Pretty nice price reversal. But again, these are 8-day bars. Okay, 8-day candles. So when you look at the Rona dip, it's like it almost didn't even happen, right? Because it's 8, 8, 8. But then when you break that down, a whole lot of pain happening in those 24 days, right? This is all that. Okay. So this is volatility. When you see these big swings, right, of price going in one direction versus where it was previously going before, and then price starts reversing and it starts moving in such a way where the range, the daily range, right, is eclipsing what you've seen previously, right? So the daily range is just the max, high to low. Okay. Now what that means is if these candles are bigger than the previous ones that you're used to seeing, well, then that's volatility. That's what volatility is measuring. The variation in the motion of price. How hard and how high and how low are the waves crashing and moving, right? That's the question that we're asking here. And that's what volatility brings to the table. That's what volatility actually is, right? So when you start seeing moves that are now outsized relative to what you've seen in the past, like we've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, that's an increase in volatility, period. And that's a sign of stress. Now, if I was to go and look at what's happening in the rate space, specifically in the credit markets, I'm pretty sure we'd already see inkling in this of this somewhere over there. And we'll go over there and take a look in a second. Russell 2000, basically small cap stocks. These guys are always the last motherfuckers to find out. So I'm not even going to waste my time talking about that. Yeah. Again, silver is another industrial metal. It's used in a lot of industrial processes, but however, it is recognized as money. So because it is recognized as money, the powers that be go out of their way to suppress it. In this case, J.P. Morgan and Co. If you're not aware, do your research. T-bonds, okay, interest rates. Now, when the price of an interest rate instrument goes down, that means the interest rate itself is going up. Let's see, this is a 30-year bond instrument. Let's go to the 30-year rate. And back above 2%. Boom, there you go. Okay. And again, you broke this downward slope, giving rise to momentum. So rates are going to go back higher, whether we want them to or not. And what that means is that the value of the dollar, while it might seem like it's going to go up, that's not what's actually happening. What's happening is that people are going to be getting rid of dollars and dumping them in the US. That's what's going to happen. Now, what does that mean? Well, what that means is that all that inflation that's been exported for the past, I don't know, 50, 60 years is going to start coming on shore, meaning your cost of living is about to become a shit show. So, this is why Hex. See, the funny thing is, all these things I'm saying are actually extremely bullish for Hex. But you have to understand the bigger picture because before it becomes something of importance, assuming these people do go the route that they said that they're going to, which I'm going to be honest with you, I've never seen them not do that. Um, you know, that's what it's going to mean. We have to get to the other side of this issue before there's any progress. If you think you can hide from what's coming, you're wrong. You're wrong. You can't escape to any country and avoid this because these people are everywhere. There is nowhere you can go hide. This is why you have to stand up and fight. If you think freedom is found by running, you're fucking wrong and you don't deserve freedom because you're not going to find it and you're not going to get it in that way. Period. Because all you're doing is giving tacit approval to what's being done in your homeland. This is why there is nowhere else left to go in this country except the US. And now the US is being attacked on all fronts. So the question becomes, well, what do you want to do about it? That's the question. So if you're completely oblivious, get unoblivious very fast. Because the real world just doesn't care. It honestly does not. Now, interestingly enough, soybeans are on a downtrend. Now, what does this typically mean when everything else is going up? Because soy is in a lot of the things people eat. Not me, but in a lot of people, there's a lot of shit they eat that's soy. So typically, this is a function of the soybean market itself, not necessarily a function of inflation, but or lack thereof. But it could be you have soybean oil and soybean crush or soybean meal, excuse me, on top of the soybean itself. And that market is called the soybean crush. And there's a spread there. Now, if the market, meaning the main item, the soybean, gets overpriced, right? Meaning it probably ran crazy versus the byproducts that come from the bean itself, then this is probably why you're seeing a sell off. Now, this is a little advanced, but whatever. Just so you understand that this is not a function of a lack of inflation. This is more than likely, about 90% chance. I mean, if I want to say and confirm it, it's probably 100 because everything else is going up but soybeans, right? Wheat up, soybeans down, corn up. Okay. So clearly, one agricultural commodity cannot stand alone when it's used in the same way. So it's a function of its own respective internal market and how things are priced with respect to that. Okay. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it as far as futures go. So you guys got what you need from me. Understand that all of this stuff, while bullish for Hex, is not bullish for us, and this is why Hex. Okay. Um, this is a seminal point in time. Okay. Prepare yourself, educate yourself. If you're unaware, reach out to whoever. Just get, get local, right? That's going to be important. Getting local is going to be very important. Having your own supply of goods, very important. Your own way to survive, going to be important. So understand what's going on. Understand that this is not the time to run. Understand this is the time to stand the fuck up. If a company or entity forces you to have a fucking Nazi card, boycott them. Stop using their services. Vote with your money. Okay? If they're trying to force your kids to get a vaccination, take them the fuck out that damn school. Do not fuck around because they don't give a fuck about you. And this is not the time to act like they do. Because if you haven't noticed, they clearly do not. It is time to stand your ground. It is not time to back away. When they're coming for the kids, you need to man the fuck up and woman the fuck up because they don't give a fuck and they're letting you know. They are letting you know. Start standing for yourself. This is not the time to comply. Complying is tacit approval. Do not give them any leeway in this fight because they don't care. Once the internet shuts down, go the fuck outside, go to your local representative's office, and let them know you know what the fuck is going on and that you're not going to be bullied around. Period. Because this shit is not going to end here. It's not going to end here. They're going to come for your kids. Then they're going to come for your... They already came for people's jobs. The kids are next. What's after that? What's after that? It's whatever you let them take. And that's what people don't understand. It's what you let them do. It's not what they decide to do. It's never what they decide to do. It's what you decide to do. So understand, this is not the time. Yeah, do your research. I can't recommend anything. This isn't a stream for me to recommend shit to you. This is a stream for me to tell you what you need to be doing. So you need to be getting prepared. There's nothing for me to tell you at this point. If you don't know, you better find out because you're going to need it. There's not going to be an internet for you to refer to here shortly. So get your work done and get it done now because they know you rely on the internet. That's why they put that smart trap in your pocket. Okay? Understand what's going on. Please. It's just been a special broadcast. That's all I got to say. Prepare yourself. Stop giving in. Start standing the fuck up. Because if you don't, they're going to sit you the fuck down. And then they're going to fuck your kids up too. And there's nothing that they can do for you. Period. And that's pretty much how that's going down. So get your shit together and buckle up because it's about to get real. Peace, guys. The information displayed in this broadcast is known to cause increased amounts of FOMO.
Wells only and his guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue from having weekends. Where the haters at? Y'all bitches still ain't showed up. And now, right, we got Hex, flawless uptime. People thought this was a joke. Now they're mad at the chart. It's lullaby music, really, right? It's hard to believe that something like this exists. I get it, but you just gotta come to terms with reality. It just exists. Nothing we can do about it. Buy a steak and chill, baby. Shout out to Marketable Thoughts. You can't get this kind of shit for free anywhere else. And it's very important to understand that. And we're handing it out. People thought this was a joke. Now they're mad at the chart. So much luck, once again, because the facts don't give a fuck. Peace.